Hi everyone, it's Janis here with another episode to help you build better daily structure and be in control of your life. In today's world, it's easy to overlook your workload. People just try to do what's best for them and their business, and more always seems better. But with the mindset of just doing more, people most often find themselves overwhelmed and eventually overworked. Once people become overworked, they lose all the motivation, get stagnant and unhappy. Today, we'll take a look at the Scott Eblin's book called Overworked and Overwhelmed to learn the best strategies on how to avoid and deal with stress. So let's dive in. Number 1, stress levels are rising. Life has become more stressful. There is no question about that. Let's take a look at some of the reasons why. Crisis in 2008 changed the world's economy forever. In order for businesses to survive, they had to reduce the cost of operating, and that usually involved making some employees redundant. But the businesses still need to produce the same amount of goods or provide services, and that results in fewer people doing more work than before. Another thing that changed the world was smartphones. They're not just making our life easier. It also means that you're always on standby mode at work. As a result, there is more stress than ever, and that is negatively impacting our lives. Benson Henry Institute in Massachusetts studies showed that between 60 to 90% of all trips to the doctors are stress-related. Number 2, control your emotions. Stress is coming from difficult situations in our life, and if you have a demanding job, then that is not healthy for your body. Your body releases hormones to deal with these situations. If this happens once in a while, then that is not a problem. But if you're constantly under the worries, then your body will be constantly pumping out hormones and creating disbalance in your body. So to step away from this harmful behavior, you have to take control of your emotions. It can be as simple as just focusing on your breath for a single minute. This will release the stress and make you feel instantly better. If you're happy with this simple exercise benefits, then you can perform this exercise every hour to feel better. Number 3, develop supportive daily work rhythm. It's common for people to look for quick fixes, and while it might occasionally help out, it will not take you to the stress-free life. This is because once you feel that you're under stress, it's already too late. You are already influenced by feelings of stress. One of the best strategies to deal with stress is to prevent it from happening in the first place, and that can be done by developing supportive daily work rhythm. This means not wasting any time and working on the most important things. This is especially important in the mornings because how you start your day will affect how you will spend it. Number 4, building routines. There are many little things in our lives that are good for us, but in the meantime, if we had to keep these things in mind all the time, the life would become overwhelming. Things like brushing your teeth, reading few pages of book, doing gratitudes, etc. In order to manage these little things, it's a great idea to build out routines. Most common ones are morning routine and evening routine. Great thing about routines is that they become automatic after you perform them for some time, and that means that you'll be able to reap the benefits without much of an effort. You might have the following things in your morning routine. 1. Wake up at 5:30 a.m. 2. Drink a glass of water. 3. Stretch out. 4. Do 25 push-ups and 50 crunches. 5. Be grateful by reflecting on 3 things that you're grateful for. 6. Create daily plan. These are all little things that each take less than 5 minutes to complete, and they are helping you to perform better. But it would be probably overwhelming if you had to keep them on your to-do list every day. And it's not only morning routine that you can create. You might have a routine at work where you have a set of things that you have to do 30 minutes before your lunchtime every day. Number 5, exercise. It would be nice if we could always avoid stress, but that is not always possible. And sometimes stress is good for you, helping you to come up with an instant solution. A great way to combat stress is exercise. You can hit the gym, jog around the block, or go for a swim. These are all great ways to release the stress. Physical movement will help you to stabilize hormones in your body and give you the great feeling afterwards. Another way how exercise is mentally beneficial is that it helps you get out of your head and focus on your body. This will give your brain so much needed break and rest. According to an article in Wall Street Journal reporting on the results on one-year study on professionals, people who regularly used treadmill experienced less stress, interacted more with their colleagues, and were more productive than their peers who didn't exercise at all. Number 6. Stay in the moment. Stress usually comes from worrying about the past or future. Important thing to realize is that you can't change the past or do anything in the future. You can, however, control the present moment. So great strategy is to practice being in the present moment. You can do this by journaling your activities. Write down what activities you do before you start working on it. Then, if you wander away, you can just look at your journal to remind yourself about what you should be doing. Number 7. Connect with like-minded people. Isolation isn't good for our mental health because when we keep our feelings and emotions inside of us, especially bad ones, we're constantly thinking about them. To avoid keeping things inside, you have to connect with other people and preferably with the like-minded individuals. When you connect with other people, you're able to share things that are going on in your life and get an outside perspective. And after discussing things with your friend, they will always seem less stressful than they were before. Stress is something that we can't completely avoid, and we don't have to, because sometimes moderate levels of stress is good for our performance. But if you feel that you got more stress than you need, then feel free to try some of the strategies above, and you'll be amazed how little changes can make a huge difference in your life. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you have any questions about time management and becoming more productive, then leave them in the comments section below. If you want to manage your time better, have more structure in your life, and achieve your goals, make sure you check out my time planning application. You can set goals and track progress towards them, create time blocks and build your own daily structure, as well as log your time and measure your performance. Best of all, it's totally free, so press here to check it out right now. I'm working on new videos every day, so be sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next episode.